with each artist. They also released a freestyle with
Wait.
Asher Roth.
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro, was that Asher Roth? Said y'all don't even know who Asher Roth is. I know y'all don't know who Asher Roth is. Asher Roth. Drink my beer and smoke my weed, but my good friends is all I need. Pass out at 3, wake up. Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about that. That's Asher Roth, bro. That's hard.
Kid Cudi,
Man, I love
However,
college.
it was also the first year where they released a cappella freestyles with each artist. They also released a freestyle with Asher Roth, Charles Hamilton, and Mickey Fax, who were actually freestyling, going back and forth, having fun, with a beat playing in the background.
Like I told him, so go ahead and handle it.
Yo, hats off to Ash Roth. Now it's time for me to blast off Astronaut.
Kid Cudi even popped in for a quick bar. And while it wasn't technically the first
Kid
cipher,
Cudi gonna pop in and say, that nigga just gonna home through the freestyle.
Not.
Kid Cudi even popped in for a quick bar. And while it wasn't technically the first cipher, it essentially set the foundation for what would happen in the coming years. Following that, in 2010, they had one of their best freshman classes ever that would really set a precedent going forward. Vanessa had stated in interviews that they wanted to get artists that were set to blow and show a lot of longevity, without them having a debut studio album out with a record label. She had also mentioned that the freshman class is the XXL staff's opinions about which artists are up next, and that it wasn't entirely objective or voted in by fans. So with that in mind, I think XXL was right on the money when they chose artists like J. Cole, Nipsey Hussle, Wiz Khalifa, Freddie Gibbs, J-Rock, and many more for the 2010 freshman class. As far as content goes, they released the magazine along with the acapella freestyles with The next year, XXL would make another significant change that would become quite iconic in years to come, and that was the release of the freshman ciphers. The 2011 class featured plenty of great picks like Mac Miller, Lil B, Kendrick Lamar, YG, and Meek Mill. They released a ton of extra content like the roundtable interviews.
The XXL freshman cover is that one thing that you always strive for when you start really getting serious, when you like always would get the cover and you'd be like, one day maybe I'm gonna be on there.
Seeing Cole would
actually be on there.
Right. You know what I mean? Because we coming up, we look at this magazine.
You talking about that? Do you see Kendrick, bro? This was Kendrick with like a low buzz, bro. Man, look at YG to the right here. Look at Mac to the left, bro. Like, come on, Seth. Schmirk. Look, this Diggy Simmons, bro. Wait. Yeah, Diggy Simmons.
Serious when you like always would get the cover and you'd be like, one day maybe.
These are the people that was like starting to blow up when I was a little guy. You feel me? Like when I was like 6. No, not 6. What year was this? 2007? Was that this XXL? Hold on. 2007 XXL magazine cover. Was it 2007? 2010. God damn. Oh, shit. God damn. What was this? This was 2007. 2008, Elliot left. 2009. So 2010-ish. Yeah. Yeah. Dog, I'm not old enough to know half of them. Yeah, but like it's cool though. It's cool though. You feel me?
To actually be on there.
Right. You know what I mean? Because we coming up, we look at this magazine, you know what I mean? This the shit. We got to jump on it. And to even be in it and then be on it, that's amazing.
And of course, the ciphers. Pretty quickly, the XXL freshman list became a staple in hip-hop culture, signifying that an artist was on the come-up and was up next. They were only a couple years in and were pretty accurate with their picks. XXL was also a very popular magazine by this time, so the freshman list had some extra credibility.
If you are nominated to be on this cover, that's like a form of acclamation saying that you're on your way up the ladder.
They were so popular and important that people would argue every single year over who should have made the list. And the controversy really helped the list become even more popular.
Personally, I'm gonna speak my mind.
Please.
I think a lot of the motherfuckers on the list is corny as
Some lists were definitely better than others, but XXL was fairly accurate and was able to pick artists that had longevity. In 2012, they had picks like Future, Danny Brown, French Montana, MG.
I'll be honest with you. 2012, I felt like was one of those most underwhelming lists ever. Like, you got Future right here. You got Danny Brown right here. There's Roscoe Dash right here. Who else? Iggy, MGK, Macklemore, Kidding. I don't even know who the fuck this nigga is. That, I guess, Dunn Trip. French Montana, and Hobson. Hobson is cold, bro. Hobson is him. But I know a solid 3 of them. No, hear me out. What I was trying to say, this list is really, really good. Like Future is like the biggest star on this list. But like the other ones, musically, they don't have the longevity thing.
BK
You feel me?
and more. They also
But they still
introduced the
around, so I
ability
could
for
be,
fans to
I could
vote
definitely
for
be
the
wrong.
10th spot winner, who in 2012 was Iggy Azalea.
Oh,
2013
I forgot
was stacked with
MGK on that
artists
list too,
like
so,
Schoolboy Q,
yeah.
Joey Badass, Ab-Soul.
Okay, 2013. Yep, Travis Scott. Travis Scott was right here. I don't even think Travis Scott did the cipher. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember. But Travis, Ab-Soul, he signed to what's his name? Dizzy Wright. Dizzy Wright. That's what that is. That's Dizzy Wright. Gold All of Mine. That's Trinidad James. Is that? I don't know. But this Action Bronson, Schoolboy Q, I said Logic, huh? Off there, I know Travis, Logic, Joey. Yeah, it just...
Logic, Travis Scott, and even Chief Keef. Chief Keef actually couldn't
Wait, did I overlook Joey? Oh, I'm tweaking. Okay. Yeah, Joey on there too.
Badass,
Joey's
Ab-Soul,
nice.
Logic, Travis Scott, and even Chief Keef. Chief Keef actually couldn't make the shoot since he was in jail, so they had to edit him into the cover. In 2014, XXL featured freshmen such
I didn't see Keith. He don't count. He was the 11th.
shoot since he was in jail, so they had to edit him into the cover. In 2014, XXL featured
2014, one of the best lists ever. You feel me? Personally, like top 3, top 2 really. But you got Chance the Rapper right here. You got Kevin Gates. You got bro. He always be laughing at Troy Ave because he look like Martin Luther King. But you got Troy Ave. You got August Alsina. You got Lil Bibby, bro, who eventually went on to leave music and sign Juice WRLD and Kid Leroy. Like, come on, bro. You got Ty Dolla $ign. Bro, you got Jaren Benton. You got Isaiah Rashad right here. Did I say Vic Mensa? Did I say Vic Mensa? But Vic Mensa, unfortunately, probably had the most... He had the most unfortunate demise out of everybody on this list. He real deal. He said something about X when he died, and it was GG's. But, of course, Lil Durk. Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan was the biggest person on this whole cover at the time. Hands down. It was Rich Homie Quan, the biggest person on this cover. That's why usually whenever they do these covers, they'll have the main person in the center. Like, really.
freshmen such
And you will
as
see what I
Chance the
mean.
Rapper, Lil Bibby, Ty Dolla $ign, Kevin Gates, Lil Durk, Isaiah Rashad, and more. Another fun fact is that XXL had also been releasing mixtapes with these artists from 2010 to 2014, and I'm not sure why they stopped, but I think it'd be really cool if they brought it back. Also in 2014, they stopped releasing physical magazines, instead opting to go fully digital. In 2015, they released the freshman cover with artists.
You see what I mean? Like right here, you saw, well, you see, golly, Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap is in the middle. Literally, he's just, he was the biggest artist out of everybody right here. This is, golly, bro. What is this dude's name again, bro? I keep forgetting. But he had a hit song at the time. Of course, Vince Staples. Like, Vince Staples is funny. Great music. You got Gold Link. Tink. Shy Glizzy. Wait, where's Shy? Oh, Shy Glizzy right here. Who is this nigga again? OG Mako. That's OG Mako. That he had a song going crazy on Vine around this time. 2014, 2015. He had a song on Vine. Blew up crazy. K Kemp in the back. K Kemp got a lot of good songs. Yeah. And I guess Rory, I guess that's his name.
like Fetty Wap, Vince Staples, Rory, and more. However, in 2016, something happened that would change XXL forever. In 2016, XXL released their freshman...
The greatest list of all time, bro. And that's because it was the turning point of the generation. As you can see, hear me out. So look, the reason why it was really like that, bro, you see like none of these really had like colored hair. Of course, you had blonde, but like that was normal. You feel me? Blonde hair. That was like close to like the big
Fetty Wap,
change.
Vince
You feel
Staples,
me?
Rory, and more. However, in 2016, something happened that would change XXL forever. In 20
And you can't say most of them still big. All of them are still big. Like all of them, except Designer. Except Designer, and I guess Dave East. But both of them still, whenever they drop or say something, we still talk about it. But you got Lil Yachty, you got literally Lil Dicky, bro. You got Anderson .Paak, 21, Lil Uzi, Denzel, G Herbo, Yak. You feel me? Like you got everybody, bro. Like literally everybody, bro.
2016, XXL released their freshman class list featuring 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Dicky, Anderson .Paak.
Plus, that's the
G
colored
Herbo,
hair,
Dave
that's the
East,
purses,
Designer,
you feel
and
me?
the 10th
Yeah.
spot winner, Lil Yachty.
I was
At
confused,
first, there were a
Benny
lot
and
of
Dicky.
people who were upset because there weren't as many lyricists on the list like there had usually been. The list was full of a bunch of mumble rappers, if you guys remember that ancient phrase. Regardless, they released the ciphers for these artists, and they were again met with many mixed reviews. A lot of people at first clowned and made memes about the artists and their ciphers, with people even writing up articles saying it was the worst cipher of all time. If only they knew what was coming. However, something stuck out about this cipher. Of course, I'm referring to the one with 21, Kodak, Denzel, Uzi, and Yachty. You guys know what I'm talking about. They seem to be having a ton of fun. They all had really good chemistry, and the verses were all actually pretty solid. Uzi's verse shouting everyone out, everyone smiling in the background, everyone ad-libbing each other during one another's verses, Kodak making fun of the beat and everyone laughing, and I think everyone had some memorable lines. It was a super fun cipher with amazing chemistry that we don't see in a lot of the other ciphers. The only ciphers I think that come close in this sort of chemistry and fun energy are the ones with Kendrick and Lil B, Lil Durk and Ty Dolla $ign cipher, and the one in 2009, which wasn't even really a cipher. Everything from the cipher to the cover for the 2016 class was perfect, especially the tagline, "The New Wave," because after looking back in retrospect, they really were. However, the 2016 freshman class was in some way a double-edged sword. On one hand, it would eventually make people much more interested in the XXL freshman list, hoping that they would see some more fun ciphers and other great content surrounding their favorite artists. But it also brings me with my first reason as to why XXL is declining, and that is because, on the other hand, it likely set people's expectations way.
X was the year after, right? Let me think. Yes. That was a long year. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. From 2016, 2017, 2018, them was the 3 longest years ever, my nigga. Like, real deal.
Declining. And that is because, on the other hand, it likely set people's expectations way too high for what would happen in future ciphers. The chemistry, variety, and overall fun in the 2016 ciphers weren't very common beforehand, and they weren't super common afterwards, leading people to be disappointed with the upcoming ciphers. They also got very lucky with their picks because pretty much everyone from that class went on to have a very successful career, and they haven't really been able to replicate that on most of the more recent classes. Regardless, the 2016 ciphers have the most views on average than any other class. Following the hype of the 2016 freshman class, XXL came through again with a lot of solid picks for 2017. Although a handful.
Hear me out. This list is actually, I think this is the best way you can follow up after that list. Truthfully. Maybe take off. If you take off Cap G and instead you put Ski Mask, the Slump God, because then XXL was like, oh, we don't put duos on list. Dumb shit. Because the next year they put Lil Pump and Smoke Perp on the same list. You take Cap G off, bro. And I'm not taking nothing away from Cap G. Cap G had a solid little come up. He had like 2 songs that was like really hit, but that was it. Like nothing else. If you take off him, put Ski Mask, this is the best list to follow up by far. Because you got X, A Boogie, PNB Rock, Camilla, Ugly God, Kyle. I said Amine and Playboy Cardi. And yeah, Made in Tokyo, Made in Tio. Literally, like you just take out Cap G and put Ski. This is tough.
Full of artists from that class wouldn't go on to be as big as the
Ski was bigger than Cap G at the time too.
People like X, Amine, Playboy Cardi, and others. At the time though, these artists were super hot, and these ciphers became the second most viewed on average out of all of the others. X's cipher in particular went viral after his interesting verse. Aside from that though, this class and these ciphers were a lot of fun. However, in 2018, the freshman class would.
This ain't as bad as you think. This list is still solid as well. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like they just put 3 people on this list 4 people on this list due to the fact, they are kind of just big and the kids love them type shit. But Lil Pump, it was inevitable. We all knew Lil Pump was going to make the list. Lil Pump had the biggest wave out of all of them at the time, truthfully. Trippie Redd, obvious pick for this list. Ski Mask, obvious. JID, obvious. Like these 4 was obvious picks. 5, actually. YB and Namir, he was actually like, that was, gang. They say, look, Namir, where you been at? I just passing the bread. Like, you feel me? Like that? Come on, say.
Another issue that I think is causing people to lose interest in XXL. One thing that had become much more evident in ciphers with artists like Fetty Wap, Designer, Cardi, and now most of the 2018 class is that rap is changing. A lot of artists are less reliant on lyricism and instead focus on production, vocals, and melodies to make a good track. This is very evident in Pump, Black Boy, and Perp's cypher. They were having a lot of fun and had great chemistry, but they weren't good at all. They all did see success in their careers though, because their strengths were in their ability to write catchy hooks and rely heavily on their production. As Medium.com says,
He was
if they
good
really
till he
want to
dropped
get
that shit
things
out.
right, and if they really want to be relevant
that
and
happens.
respectful of modern
I'm gonna
music,
be honest with
XXL
you, bro.
magazine.
I hate that I keep pausing it, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I feel like some artists aren't built to release albums. Just like, truthfully, Ice Spice, I don't think is built to release albums. Ice Spice is a singles artist. Every time she drops a single, it's going to hit. Like, I mean, though I don't like it, people love it. Think you the shit, bitch? You're not even a fart. Like, I don't really like it, but if she just released singles, it's cool. Central C, whenever he releases a single, it's always gonna do great. I don't know too much about his album sales. YB and Namir, at one point in time with his singles, the Oppa Stoppa stuff, like real deal, like you release a single, it's popping. I mean, stuff happens. Bro, is the video not gonna play?
He needs to do what responsible leaders do when traditions become archaic and outdated. They need to highlight the talents of the artist past only lyricism. And this is a really good point because a lot of artists nowadays in the rap scene aren't as reliant on lyricism as previous rappers were. Of course, I can't ignore Jid and Ski's cypher as they both had great verses and are much better fit for a cypher, but the rest I can't say the same about. 2019 had a solid freshman class too.
2019, the year I graduated. I'm not gonna lie, this list actually good, bro. Wait, this list actually really good, bro. Lil Mosey, bro. What is her name again? Rico Nasty. Bro, Lil Mosey, Rico Nasty, Roddy Ricch, Comethazine, Blueface. I will give you the world, baby girl. What's his name? YK Osiris, Megan, Tierra Whack, The Baby, and my personal favorite, Corday. Corday is my favorite person on this list. I love Corday. Corday is what you call an album artist. Corday, he drops albums and they hit. Singles, but albums hit. I don't think he missed a single time on an album. He just doesn't release as much as he should. He should get his time better on releases. But this whole list is really good to bounce back from that last list by far.
With artists like Corday, Megan Thee Stallion, Rico Nasty, DaBaby, and others. However, a few artists on this list like Blueface, Lil Mosey, and YK Osiris.
I feel bad for Lil Mosey.
That ciphers
Lil Mosey
don't work out
got railroaded over.
The 2020 list was also very solid.
In the 2020 list, as you can see, remember what I said, Raw. The person in the middle always gonna be the leading factor for this whole little thing. The person in the middle was Baby Keem. Baby Keem was on top of the music because, if I'm not mistaken, that's when we figured out Baby Keem was Kendrick's cousin. So by far, I mean, we just want to hear him rap. Jack Harlow, Lil TJ, Lil Key. There's so many Lils on this list. Mulatto, 504, 24K Golden is an amazing artist, bro. Polo G. I still don't know who this is. Chica, I still don't know who that is. Cowboy. Bro, why is Chica on the list? Like, I asked that question when it came out. I'm asking this question now. Why is Chica on the list? You feel me?
solid, featuring artists like Polo G, Jack Harlow, NLE Choppa, Rod Wave, and many more great picks. The ciphers were actually pretty good, and even the more melodic artists performed very well. I don't think anyone really even had a bad verse. The beats were catered to them, and it was a really good class. It was actually the last round of ciphers to average 10 million or more views, and from there, it would be downhill. Following the 2020 freshman class, views on the ciphers and overall interest began to decline. In 2021, the class featured artists like
Terrible list. Terrible list. Did you hear Polo G new song? Yeah, I did. This list was horrible, bro. I mean, you got DDG on here and 42 Doug and Pooh Shiesty. These three and Coileray, they deserve to be on this list. Everybody else is kind of just like, man, you feel me? Like Ruby Rose, I think they just threw her on there thinking, oh, we're going to get views. Ian Dior, they put Ian Dior on here. That was him coming off of Mood. He was featured on Mood. Why you always in a mood? Running around acting brand new. He was up on there. Moray, he was touring with J. Cole. Oh, Flo Milli hard. My bad. Flo Milli hard. My bad. I forgot about the shot. Blast, him right here. He featured on Kendrick's album. Kendrick low-key helping these people drastically, bro. Now that I think about it. Tusi. Now Tusi is like actually like stepping into like, I feel like he left the rap and stuff and went to where he really good at, you feel me? So I mean, yeah.
Ian Dior,
still the worst list.
Doug, Pooh Shiesty, and others. These ciphers averaged 75% less views than the previous four. In 2022, the freshman class featured Baby Tron.
What the fuck? Why is this blurry? What was the 2022 freshman list? Nigga, are they selling this up on Amazon, my nigga? Bro, is all these pictures blurry or something? Okay, 2022 list. Nardo Wick, Babyface, Ray, Saucy Santana, by the way. Big 30, RP. Sofago. Like, shout out to Coach Ice. I'm going to name the people that needed to be on this list. For one, Tron. Tron definitely needs to be on this list. Definitely. Coach Ice, he worked for it. He actually had a hit at the time. Nina better turn me up. Nina better turn me up. That's Pooh Ice. Wait, no, not Pooh Ice on this one. Big 30, he deserved it. Nardo deserved it. So fake. I guess you could say he deserved it. I think the year before this, he had Knock Knock, who's there at the door right now? We go burn it down. I had to grab my fire. I told him stay inside. You feel me?
Saucy Santana, Sofago, Nardo Wick, and more. This class again wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good compared to the previous classes and had even less views on average than the previous year. And now we get to this year's freshman class, which has been facing a ton of criticism. The class had artists like Glorilla, Central C.
I forgot about this class. Shout out to DC the Don. Shout out to Rob 49. Shout out to Finesse Tuton. Shout out to Lil Tyler. Shout out to Sleazy. Shout out to Cinch. Shout out to Friday. Shout out to Boston Richie. Shout out to Glorilla. This list not bad. This list really not bad. Shout out to Lola. Shout out to Lola Brooke, for real. But this list ain't bad. Ortia. Oh my gosh, this list good, bro. This list actually good, bro. I don't listen to Touré. I don't. But shout out to Touré. But this list is good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
La Tyler, and more. The announcement video had less views than any other announcement video before. All you gotta do is look at the like ratios and the comments to get an idea of how fans are feeling. And I think I've come up with a reason for this lack of interest. So my third and final reason for the decline of XXL is because rap in general is kind of getting stale. Now before you get mad at me, hear me out real quick. At first I was gonna say the picks recently have been weak. But then I thought, who else could they really pick? A lot of big artists to come out recently like Yeet or Ice Spice have declined XXL, so there really weren't too many other options. No matter who XXL picked, there aren't a lot of artists right now that are going to blow up to a big mainstream level. And that's not even the artist's fault. Recently, rap has been declining statistically. An article from Billboard states that rap has slightly dipped in its musical market share as other genres like rock and country have been growing quite a bit. And of course, I'm not trying to make this stupid argument that rap is dead like I've seen a lot of other outlets do. I just think there aren't
I think it might be because some of them are like TikTok artists
level right now. The first
like
rap album to go #1 this year was 6 months in from Lil Uzi Vert, which kind of demonstrates the fact that artists who were previously successful will still pull numbers, but there aren't just as many new guys doing that. In the early 2010s, you had scenes with artists like Mac Miller, Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, and others blowing up. In the mid 2010s, you had the SoundCloud era with Uzi, Cardi, X, Juice WRLD, and people like that blowing up. And in the late 2010s, we had people like Roddy, Polo G, DaBaby, and others blowing up. But this decade, I'd argue that we haven't really seen any scenes like that blowing up to a mainstream level. Of course, there are little pockets like Detroit rap, the opium sound, the drill sound, but there really hasn't been one scene that's taken over the mainstream. And that's perfectly okay. I'm not blaming the artists or the community or the fans. I think that things need to get a little bit stagnant so that people want to hear something new. So I'm really just saying all this to dissuade hate from the new artists.
He's been with his last one.
I don't think the freestyles were bad. I think a lot of them make pretty good music. I just think the whole genre or scene as a whole isn't as interesting to mainstream listeners as it has been. Of course, I'm sure this will change. I think rap is going to be one of the top dog genres just as it has been for the last few decades, and I think it'll be like that for quite a while. So in my opinion, because of the high standards set in 2016, the outdated style of ciphers in general, and the overall disinterest in the rap scene from mainstream listeners is why the XXL freshman list has been on a decline.
Well, hear me out. I don't think ciphers are outdated. I think we still want to hear them rap. I don't think that's literally the thing. I think we still want to hear them do the ciphers. But everything else he said is right. 2016 set a standard way too high. Then we go on, bro. And we just see like it's just out, like everything out is just sound the same.
But like I said, it isn't all bad, and I'm sure a new sound will come out and captivate mainstream fans and bring a whole lot more interest to these artists, and I'm sure that XXL will be on top of it, just like they have been in previous years. Let me know down below in the comments if you disagree with me or if you agree with my take on this, or if maybe you have another possible reason. I don't really do opinionated videos like this. I mean, a lot of it was, you know, facts and statistics, but some of it was opinions, so let me know what you guys think down below. If you want to see more of my takes on things, let me know that too. Other than that, though, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. This has been Matty Balls, and I'll see you guys next time.
And Matty Balls is crazy. But, nah, did I like it? I don't know if I liked it or not. Yeah, I liked it. Because it say unlike when I hovered over it. Nah, I fool with it, bro. That video was great. He did have a point. Seriously.